Back when I was starting out, I remember having trouble with my fretting hand strength and endurance. So today, with that in mind, I will try to help you if you have those issues. Hello and welcome to another video with me. It's good to have you along. My name is Elmo. Yes, I have 6 tips for you. Number 1. You can do it on different strings. Different fingers. I'll get back to that one a bit later. But now, this is fairly easy, at least with the index finger and ring finger. Now, I know nothing is terribly easy when you're a complete beginner. If you are, it will get easier. Just focus on hitting the string with basically kind of your fingertip. So not the fleshy part here, with more the fingertip. Take it slow first. You will start to build some strength and endurance with time, and also technique. Hey, hooray, that's good. Now, take this like going to the gym. Do it. Fatigue is good. Some soreness can be good. If you're a beginner, your fingertips will get sore as well. No problem. But if you're feeling pain somewhere, stop. You don't want actual pain. That can lead to injury, and injury is no good if you want to play guitar. An injured hand is a proper inconvenience, and it can take time. If you injure yourself and continue playing, it can get worse. So fatigue is good, soreness, fine, but real pain, look out for that. So, number 2. This is a great bending exercise, because bends, like for instance, can be really difficult. And it's not so much power, it is a bit power, but more technique and control. But this lets you kind of bypass that whole thing, because you have to bend something to a certain note. With this you don't. This is great. So you can do this anywhere. Well, I'm doing it on the 7th fret of the G string. I'm bending up, not a whole step, just bending somewhere around a whole step. And that can also bring some power into your bends, and it won't be as frustrating as trying to hit those notes when you're kind of hitting everything else apart from the notes. But this is a great exercise. So that was number 2. Number 3. Whoops. You don't have to do it that fast. But again, this is kind of the idea. I play this again with my index finger on the 5th fret, pinky on the 8th fret, and ring finger on the 7th. You can do it with different fingerings, of course. And to advance it, you do it on different strings. If it's difficult, you can add some overdrive. You could do it the other way around, but that becomes really tricky because you're doing a hammer-on from nowhere, which is something everyone loves. Which is kind of like, because your index finger isn't used to doing too much. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You do it on one string, maybe the E string. Advance it to 2 strings. So what I'm doing is hammering on with my pinky, pulling off to the 7th, and then the 5th. So it's 8, 7, 5 on the E string, 8, 7, 5 on the B string, or if you stay on one string, it's just the same. Next one. This is from Gary Moore. So what I'm doing here is I'm hammering on with my pinky. I play number, I was about to say 14, number 15 on the B string. And then I play 12 on the E string. Hammer on to number 15 on the E string. Pull off. Repeat. Whoops. You can also just do it without the pinky, just use the ring finger. And you can add the variation of doing this. Number 5. Try heavier strings. Using very light strings can be a temptation, but I remember Gary Moore saying that he used really heavy strings when he was a kid, so when he played someone else's guitar he could bend twice as far as they could. You don't have to get the heaviest strings around, but try a heavier set. You might even find that you like the sound more. If you know how to, you can raise the action. That makes it heavier. Doesn't mean that it's nice to play, but it's heavier, and that can work as a gym for your hand. Now, a question you might have is, how quickly will I become strong? Well, think of it this way. You go to the gym, you pump iron for 5 hours. What happens? Nothing happens. You go home, next day you'll be sore all over. But if you go to the gym 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, every day, you will get in shape. How quickly? We don't know, but you will get in shape. Same works for this. If you want hand strength, do some of this, maybe even just 5 minutes every day as part of your practice somehow. Watch out for those injuries. Any kind of legato thing will work quite well for this, because you have to have more power than otherwise. If you pick every note, you don't need to be pressing too hard. If you're doing legato, if you're doing legato, you do need to hammer on fairly hard, especially if you don't have lots of distortion going on. And remember, when you practice, posture is important, so you don't get back pain and all that. And you can also practice standing up. So, one more thing that can really help, because often the pinky is the main culprit and isn't very strong. Think back to the first one that we did, which was... You can even do it on an open string. If you do it on a heavy string with the ring finger and pinky, after a while that becomes a bit heavy, especially if you add a bit of a stretch to it. But this is something where you really have to check out, make sure that you don't injure yourself. So proceed with caution. Now all of this is absolute rubbish if you don't know how to practice. If you don't know how to practice, there's a video here. Other than that, if you want to support the channel, there's a link in the description. If you buy something that way, you support the channel at no extra cost to you, even if you just buy strings that way. Above all, I hope you have some use of this. Please let me know if you have questions or comments or improvements to these. Leave them in the comments, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care. See you. Goodbye.